Native American Movement and Important Events by Robbie Smith. American Indian Movement. This was a group of that fought for American Indian rights and was started in 1961 by National Indian Council. The goal at first was to preserve fishing rights in Northwest, then later to all rights. As this time went on, they began to fight for many legal things such as civil rights, gain more land, legal rights, and self-government for tribes. This was not very peaceful in the 60s and 70s. Important people include Dennis Banks and George Mitchell, as some of what they did was help American Indians. Some things they did were get out of the ghettos, get back land, gain legal and civil rights, and get self-government. One important event was the takeover of Alcatraz Island. It started in November of 1969 and lasted 19 months. The Native Americans tried to reclaim the land or island as American Indian land and built and operated as a cultural museum for Indians in school. They made many attempts to take over the island and were successful, but dangerous conditions and uncontrollable protesters led to its ending. It is seen as one of the most important actions of the American Indian civil rights movement, as it led to self-rule and more money given to the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Okay. Another important event was the Trail of Broken Treaties. This was a movement that was started in 1972. A group of American Indian protesters marched on San Francisco to DC, and the march was called the Long March or the Trail of Broken Treaties. They had a list of 20 issues they wanted to discuss that included control of lands and review of treaties. The protesters took over the Bureau of Indian Affairs. This movement showed the pride of the Native Americans and was one of the first that brought back many different tribes together to fight for their rights. The last important event was the occupation of Wounded Knee. In February 1973, a small Native American tribe called the Sioux tribe tried to occupy Wounded Knee in North Dakota to fight unsafe living conditions and mistreatment from the government. This began as a reaction to the murders of Sioux Indians by white men, and this lasted 71 days and became violent, with 2 Indians that were dead and many injured. This ended in May of 1973. It led to discussions of the American Indians and the U.S. government, but nothing ever came of it. What American Indians was the AIM looking like today? This movement is still going on today. In the last few years, here's some notable movements includes Keystone Pipeline protest in 2011, Havasupai tribe lawsuit in 2013, the Dakota Access Pipeline protest in 2016. The main goal is the same as it was in the 60s and 70s, to fight to get equal rights for American Indians and protect the land.